Hello, I'm Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to an economic weather report from here in Wellington outside the Reserve Bank, where we look ahead to the Reserve Bank's official cash rate decision on Thursday morning at 9 o'clock. In the last couple of weeks there's been some signs that the economy is beginning to recover, that activity and inflationary pressures are starting to grow. So markets and economists have started to expect higher interest rates a little bit sooner. Before these signs of a stronger economy and more inflationary pressures, people were saying the earliest that the Reserve Bank would put up the official cash rate was in December, and that interest rates would rise around about 2% over the next couple of years. Now some economists are beginning to forecast earlier increases in the official cash rate and an increase over the cycle of up to 3% in the official cash rate. Now this means some people are looking at fixing their mortgage rates rather than floating, because they see faster and higher increases in the official cash rate. Now that all depends on their economic view, and it all depends on what's happening internationally and locally. On Thursday morning, the Reserve Bank will have a lot to consider when it looks at whether to change the official cash rate from 2.5%. Firstly, what's happening internationally? We've seen debt crises in Europe and the United States, and that could slow down the world economy. That will flow through into lower commodity prices for New Zealand and lower economic growth. Meanwhile though, China continues to grow reasonably strongly, although it too is starting to slow down, and Australia, our largest trading partner, is seeing some slowing of domestic activity. Also, the New Zealand dollar is at record highs, and that, ironically, is helping the Reserve Bank keep inflation under control. So most economists are saying the Reserve Bank is unlikely to do anything specific on Thursday morning, but it is likely to signal a slightly earlier increase in the official cash rate. Possibly as early as September, most likely October or December. Now the question is, do you think interest rates will rise quickly and quite high over the next couple of years? If you do, then fixing seems to make sense. My personal view, though, is that things are tough in the global economy, and New Zealand households continue to deleverage to try and repay debt. That's keeping the economy reasonably under control. That means I think the Reserve Bank holds off on increasing the official cash rate until December. And when it does increase the official cash rate, it may not be able to increase it very high and very quickly. So I think maybe 4% the OCR peaks out at. Given that, I personally am staying floating. But it all depends on your own situation. How comfortable are you with the prospect of fast rising interest rates? Are you prepared to buy some insurance, if you like, of paying a little bit more right now, but over the next couple of years being better off? That's a question for everyone. And also, it depends on your views on how quickly interest rates rise and how strong the economy is. Well, there we have it, an economic weather report brought to you in association with the Bank of New Zealand, looking ahead to the Reserve Bank's official cash rate decision on Thursday morning. I'm Hickey for interest.co.nz.